in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 33-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Looking long for Westbrook. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Hurts. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
And out of bounds right around the 20. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
Second down. Here's Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
It's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run high. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Hyde, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Play action. It's Jackson. The open man is Westbrook. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Raven first down.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's taken in by Duvernay. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
To Devin Duvernay. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 34-yard line.
Seven, our score after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 25. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Right back to Dobbins on first. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And that's the first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, when you've got a guy like Marquise Goodwin, a former Olympian, mind you, you've got to devise ways to get the football in his hands, and mission accomplished there. On first and 10, it's Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
13-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Now a carry for Sanders. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
We dominate today.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And some room to roam now. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Hurts. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is Hurts. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Got him in. He finds Sanders. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. He'll get this to the rookie from TCU. That's Jalen Reagor. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
19-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Sanders. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elijah Penny, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. Lead on to kick it away. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Good job over there, baby. I see y'all. Good job over there, baby.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Now a carry for Dobbins. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run here with Dobbins. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Jackson forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll run with Dobbins, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Time with Dobbins. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On first down, Hurts. This is complete to Watkins on a slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Jeffrey with a catch left side. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
4th down and 1.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score. Ravens 27, Eagles 24. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
3rd down.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Third down, here's Dobbins. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This a 43-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Ravens, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop